The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Check White. Set.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Ritter. Through the middle of the field. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes third down and 7. Ritter now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the double. Cheetah.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And he's got this down to the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Strike.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, Ritter. This one complete to Scott Miller. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Nifty move. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Ritter. Here's a screen for Robinson. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, hunt. Check, view. Set.
And they'll run it here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go now.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
6. Mega. Set. Go.
Ritter to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Swift going to try up the middle. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They go play action with Hurts. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are
Cordell Patterson past midfield. Cordell Patterson on the loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it looks like one of the DBs have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Okay,
here's
ready?
a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Ritter will set up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ritter back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a 1st down.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And all the way down to the 39. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Second down. Here's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Going play action. Ritter. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra.
In motion left goes Jones. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now it's 2nd and 10. option play. Here's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Ritter. This is caught by Robinson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Hey, check mega.
They'll run with Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Drill, 52. Strike. Check, strike.
They'll give it to Patterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Ritter. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
73.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see. He's got daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ball red. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Shot. 17.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And caught by London. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is taken at the 10. Breaks a tackle. And it's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's fielded at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Hey, cross field. Check pink.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets puts him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Randall. Divisional Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Smith will come in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Ritter off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Jones will come now in motion right. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Red, cycle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Opposite, green.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Into the hands of London. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Robinson on a give right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Divisional Robinson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out deep for Smith, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And an Eagle 1st down.
But 1st down, Hurts. This to Arnold on the short pass. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Go Silver, ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
On the double.
And they will take a knee here.
On the set.
And they take a knee.